So hello and greetings. I am Dr. VC Sontake and I am the course faculty for this course Engineering Thermodynamics. Objective of this video lecture is to explain zeroth law and its significance. So we have zeroth law of thermodynamics, first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, and third law. So let us start our discussion first with zeroth law of thermodynamics. This law was formulated by Ralph H. Fowler in 1931, and this was the last law which was formulated after first law, second law, and third law came into existence. Okay, but in the order or in the list of all the laws, it comes first because of the reason I have explained earlier. So, statement of the zeroth law of thermodynamics. The zeroth law of thermodynamics states that if two bodies are each in thermal equilibrium with some third body separately, then they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. So let's say body B is in separately thermal equilibrium with body A, and body C is in thermal equilibrium with body A separately. So according to the first law, zeroth law of thermodynamics, body B and C will also be in thermal equilibrium with each other. Here the equal to sign indicates that bodies are in thermal equilibrium with respect to each other. Now, the meaning of thermal equilibrium is when two bodies are in thermal equilibrium, they have the same temperature. No temperature difference exists between two different bodies. Or if I am talking about the same body or single body, and that body is in thermal equilibrium, the temperatures of various parts of that body will be same, and a common single temperature can be represented as a temperature of that body. Okay, so that is the meaning of thermal equilibrium. So the zeroth law of thermodynamics basically talks about thermal equilibrium and one property, temperature. Now, what is its significance? It defines temperature as a property of thermodynamic system. Now, the second significance is, let us consider two systems having some energy within them. However, knowing how much energy they have doesn't let me predict which direction heat will flow if these two bodies are put in contact with each other. The zeroth law says that this number, which is the temperature, defines the direction of heat flow, and it does not depend directly on the amount of energy involved. So let's say two bodies are having some energy. Now we have also defined when the energy possessed by the body called as a work or heat. So merely saying that two bodies are possessing some energy, it does not tell me or it does not help me in which direction heat flow will take place. So it is the zeroth law of thermodynamics which will tell me in which direction heat transfer will take place. The zeroth law of thermodynamics also gives us the basis for temperature measurement, which is the thermodynamic property of a system. Okay, now how it is done? A reference body known as thermometer is brought in contact separately with two systems, out of these two systems, one system is having known temperature. And if the thermometer shows the same reading in both the cases, the two systems are at the same temperatures and they will be in thermal equilibrium. This way, temperature of the other body will be determined. So, this is the basis of temperature measurement as well. You take thermometer, this will be the first body. You bring that thermometer in contact with the body with known temperature. Let's say both thermometer and the first body are in thermal equilibrium. So both will show the same temperatures. Now later on, bring this thermometer into contact with other body. If that body also shows the same temperature, that means thermometer and the second body, third body is also in thermal equilibrium and they will show the same temperature. So this way the temperature, unknown temperature of that body can be measured. So the zeroth law is the basis of measurement of temperature and it defines temperature, which can be thermodynamic property of system. So after watching this video, you will be able to explain zeroth law and its significance. So with this, I come to an end of this video lecture. Thank you for your enthusiastic participation and passionate listening. Happy learning.